It's already Sunday!
Was eine Überraschung.
I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot.
Ooh.
We said each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language.
Ach, was?
She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left a club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Wow. I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door, before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Tozube.
Ach, ich dachte schon, hätte ich umgefragt.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monika
told me.
Also.
It's only natural for her to keep me informed about festival preparations, right?
Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today?
Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's not good, Tozube.
Eh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make this stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Fuck. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it.
Ah.
Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Tozube. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Tozube? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Hör auf, dass dein Handy vibriert. Ich bin hier voll im Film gerade. Ich werde das jetzt so vorhalten, wenn du irgendwas verkackst. Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend time on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori?
Huh?
Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Tozube. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Tozube. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart, hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Tozube.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Tozube.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Tozube.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Tozube. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice, then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. Understand, right? Nicht Autoklicken.
Ah. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in.
So?
Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than a school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Away, I'm coming in. Anyway.
Away!
Away, I'm going in.
Anyway, I'm coming in.
I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipment for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your parts.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Tosabe?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Gah. This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
Huh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we are not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. No, you are.
R ist in.
Ja, aber ich finde das komisch.
You are treating me like a kid. Ja, das hat schon Sinn ergeben, alles. War perfekt.
Let's go!
I was trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have mature and sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki,
Forget it. I didn't say anything.
I should apologize.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of...
Ja.
Tons of...
Guys. Irgendwas mit tons of guys.
How would you know that anyway? Willst du vielleicht...
Nein, mach weiter.
Nein, doch,
Du machst es voll gut.
du willst es doch nicht machen. Du hast die ganze Zeit...
Okay. Ich leg jetzt die Tastatur weg. Na, weil hier will ja jemand nicht klicken, ne?
Ja.
So.
Da kann ich mich besser auf konzentrieren.
Merk ich schon. So. Ach, hast du schon gelegt? Ja,
Ja.
gut.
Just trust me on this one.
Da kannst du nicht mal mehr lesen, ne? Was kannst du
Trust
überhaupt
me on
nicht?
this one!
Ja. Gross.
There she's gross. Hey! Was that to me?
Who else?
Man. Let's just get started already.
You get all sore when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Tatsumi.
Tatsumi!
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 Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Alter, noch mal Undertale, what the fuck.
Oh man,
Well,
komm schon!
if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Tatsumi, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
The color, the batter of
The color, the better.
to color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Der Satz ergibt voll viel Sinn, was ist das Problem damit?
Let's
Ich weiß
go!
es nicht.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions.
Ja!
I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too.
Nein.
Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We are using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I will be here all night if you do it like that.
Warum sprichst du immer diese Doppel-Ls mit dem Dingens komplett aus und so?
Ist doch vollkommen egal.
Ja, aber mich verwirrt das immer, weil sie macht das halt immer. Und auch
Was
wenn
denn?
irgendwo ein D hinter ist. Dann sagt sie immer Wort stattdessen, statt einfach nur das D vorzulesen. Das
Ach
verwirrt
so.
mich voll hart.
Ach so,
Aber
weißt
ist
du, das-
okay. Ja, du kannst auch einfach I sagen und nicht I will, wenn da I steht.
Ja, ich sag, das ist irgendwie so ein...
Ist okay, ich verstehe dich.
Für mich wirkt das, als ob ich I sagen will. Das...
What the fuck war das?
Ja, du hast
Natsuki
gar nicht
grabs-
vorgelesen.
Ist mir doch egal,
Natsuki
ich will
grabs
das
the
von
whisk from me and uses her
Du hast
other
mir
hand to
dazu
tilt the
das
bowl
Vogel,
back.
gibst du mich. You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing is already improved.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn.
Gross. You got it on my face!
Whose fault is that? There's a big blob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this!
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I am faster.
Gotta go fast!
I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Ach so.
What the heck? Jetzt geht's los, Alter. Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things, you get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either.
Oh shit.
Was passiert jetzt? I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing.
Why is this happening?
Holy God, let's go!
Come on. What? Did you seriously just...
Ist grad gekommen.
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Tatsubi, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls, unless you really like them.
Wir mögen dich doch anscheinend, also außer ich.
You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. Gazes. I notice her shadow breaths.
Oh shit.
Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off.
Oh shit!
You what, man?
Aber Sayori beleidigt, dass sie das Haus fast anzündet, ne?
Alter, let's go. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
Ka!
Einfach nicht,
Was?
einfach nicht husten, einfach
Husten. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that?
You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of his stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Okay.
Ah, that smells good.
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling, warm air fills the room.
Look at how cute they all look.
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I bought the decoration stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing onto these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags.
I have these noodles.
Noodles?
I have these noodles!
Novels too, that will make it look like nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the
Noodles?
One of the noodles. This much thinner than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use this to write stuff on your cake. Like happy birthday or whatever.
I see. That gives me an idea actually.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's a literature event, right? You could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes.
Wow! Das ist so kreativ.
Damn, it would
Und
be
wenn man die dann richtig hinstellt, ergibt das dann ein Gedicht.
Wow!
Ja.
Das ist Gedichtscupcakes.
choose their cupcakes based
Was
on a
zu
word they
verkaufen.
like.
Was? Achso.
Aha.
Hm?
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid.
Wow.
Toxic.
But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What's supposed to mean? What's...
I'm not cute!
Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well,
Natsuki's voice trails off.
same with you.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I will show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing and then we each get to work. When we are finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Ich glaube, die geht nicht so schnell voran hier, ne?
Ship Easter. Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Ooh, I wish I could have won.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping you would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have the chance.
Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me to me the way she's listened to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess.